way back in California.
You see California from here?
Yeah.
It really seems like the kids are getting into the routine of hotel and driving. They were ready in no time this morning, and we had some breakfast before hitting the road. We've actually been driving so long and crossing so many state borders that I am starting to forget where we actually are. So we started the day in Oklahoma, and every time we saw water, Joey was like, "Look, it's the ocean." That's a desert kid for you.
One time I could eat Larabars and turquoise.
Is it good, Henry? Is it yummy? I feel like the kids were so ready to go this morning that they didn't eat a very good breakfast in the hotel, so we did stop early on and we gave them a snack in the car. And pretty soon we were leaving Oklahoma behind.
Goodbye, Oklahoma! Hello, Arkansas!
Life does not stop just because we're on the road, and I am actually working another business now. I sell makeup and skincare. It's all amazing stuff. So I went ahead and did my makeup in the car because I am actually having a party right now, a Facebook party for one of my friends. She's hosting, and I wanted to be able to give her Facebook event attendees a little demonstration of how my lipstick does not rub off at all. So my husband was like, "You are being really silly in the car, putting on makeup in the car." But I was like, seriously? This is my job. It's awesome. I love it. Oh, and he was a really good sport and cleaned the windshield really well for me so that my out the front window shots will be much nicer. No bugs anymore.
We just had yet another Chick-fil-A stop. It was a really good idea the last time, so we decided to repeat. The kids had a lot of fun playing in the play place with the other kids, and now we are hitting the road again. We've got another 3 hours to go.
Anneliese recognized that she was pretty exhausted, and she noticed yesterday that she was really grumpy at the end of the day and kind of had a fit. So she decided to try to take a nap. It didn't work out, but she did her best to try. Henry actually did fall asleep, and he slept for a while, so that was really nice for him. When Henry woke up, we decided to make another stop and just kind of break up the last chunk of the trip. And it was really nice because the big kids are starting to understand that when it's time to stop, that's, no questions asked, no complaints. You need to get out, stretch your legs, you need to use the bathroom. They're not begging for snacks and drinks every single time we stop. They're doing a pretty efficient job at getting themselves unbuckled and buckled back in again. And they have a pretty good attitude about the whole thing. So the whole thing is much more pleasant, and we're able to get back on the road much more quickly and continue our journey. And pretty soon we were crossing the Mississippi River. The state border is actually in the middle of the river, I think. So halfway through the bridge, we crossed over from Arkansas into Tennessee, where we would spend tonight.
Goodbye, Arkansas! Hello, Tennessee!
And just a little bit into Tennessee, we arrived at our hotel. I feel like the kids really need to get out and stretch and play a little bit, have some fun. So as long as they're not bothering anyone, as long as they're not in the way of people trying to walk or pull their luggage or anything like that, I am totally fine with them running around, playing, having a good time being kids, because they have literally been cooped up in the car for almost a week now, and they really, really need this. We found our room and dropped off our luggage, and then we headed right back downstairs to do the whole bedtime snack routine. At Embassy Suites during evening reception, they always have free adult beverages for the adults. And one thing that I love about the service at Embassy Suites is the bartenders are always really, really sweet, and they're always really willing to make our kids special drinks too. What we do is sparkling water with a little bit of orange juice, a tiny bit of grenadine, and then some cherries. And the kids all love it. They think it's really special. So basically, anytime we've gotten out of the car today, Anneliese has been doing ballet leaps and trying to do handstands and cartwheels. I seriously cannot wait to get her back into dance and gymnastics when we get to Virginia. The kids all took a bath together and they kind of took it upon themselves to see how soapy they could make the water. Anneliese and Joey kept calling it, what do they call it? Soapy soothing water or something like that? Soothing soap water? By this point, Henry was pretty much the most awake of any of us. He had the most energy, and I think it's because he had that nap in the car. It was a pretty decent one. And so after he got in his pajamas, he stayed up for a while, and when we checked into the hotel, they gave us some bottles of water and some apples, and he found one of the apples all by himself, and he was like, okay, this is my snack now, and he just kind of claimed it and just chowed down on it. I don't think I've ever seen him do that with an entire, like a whole apple before, so that was really cute. Anneliese and Joey both asked me about 15 times today how many more days left on our trip, and they're so excited that there's only 2 more days after this.
Good night.
So here's hoping that tomorrow goes just as smoothly as today did. Almost there.